Previously, Mu Yang shattered the heavenly pattern formation to save his master. The crowd was amazed by what he did, and for them, Mu Yang deserves to be the next patriarch. The Lightning Manor's patriarch is asking the vice inspectors to execute Mu Yang for interfering with the others' battle. Even the vice inspectors regret letting the disciples be allowed in the duel. As per Yixuan, rules cannot be changed since the battle has already been started. Don't be too emotional. From my point of view, Mu Yang was just anxious. Alright, Wai Tiang King was defeated, so it's why Manners lost today with the Yuling clan gaining 1 point. The king told them. Yixuan also said that they should not stir up problems unnecessarily since Lady Long wouldn't like it if the whole country was agitated. And the lady hates big commotions. The king then declared to everyone that the matches had come to an end for this day. He also informed both sides to prepare for the competition for the current generation. The next day, it will be the second day of the battle. Up until this point, Tianming still didn't see Lin Xiaoding in the arena, so he concludes that Xiaoding needs more time to recover for a while longer. One person then catches his attention. His father Lai Yanfeng is present. Tianming then believes that Lai Yanfeng will surely fight on behalf of Lightning Manor's clan. At this time, the battle is going to start and the heavenly pattern formation is being activated. Let's cut the nonsense. Let the battle between the current generation begin. The king declared. He also reminds all the participants to not interfere anymore. They should not pursue an opponent who has conceded defeat. He then instructed both sides to send their people inside the heavenly pattern. According to Tiang King, there are simply too many opponents and the opponents may use the wheel warfare, so he advises Mu Yang to join the battle at the end and let Tang Song and Zikan destroy a few first. Mu Yang agreed to him and Zikan then took the lead. He goes inside the heavenly pattern and Lai Yanfeng is the one who wants to fight against him. The last person that Zikan is scared of is Lai Yanfeng, since this man is the definition of cannon fodder. Wai Jing was annoyed that Yanfeng had the guts to fight on behalf of their adversary. The crowd was also looking forward to Lai Yanfeng as this will be his chance to prove himself. Zikan smirks as he knows that Yanfeng just recently reached Heavenly Will. Lai Yangfeng on the other hand was confident that he is now much stronger than before. He then summoned his sky-white flame bird and vows that he will execute Zikan today. Zikan smiled and belittled Yanfeng's lifebound beast. He summoned his 5-clawed Vajra rock while saying that Yanfeng can only spend his life as other people's dogs. Yanfeng was mad upon hearing it. He then rushed to Zikan and wanted that Zikan would kneel down to him and begged for mercy. "Kneel for a punk like you. Have you forgotten how my father kicked you out?" Zikan answered while also rushing to Yanfeng. They started attacking each other and one old man from the Lightning Manor thought that Lin Yanfeng reached a tie with Wai Zikan. But then, the Lightning Manor patriarch disagreed with him, and as for him, Zikan and Yanfeng are not a tie. When the old man focused on the battle, he now realized that there was a big gap between the participants. Yanfeng easily slashed Zikan and his eyes were full of hatred and determination to kill Zikan. He activates the Hellish Downfall Sword Art First Stance, Yellow Springs, a lifeless hell sword that made everyone shocked how Yanfeng made it happen if he just breakthroughs. The green flame with a skull on it surrounded Zikan, and even Zikan was confused about how Yanfeng became so strong. Yanfeng is rushing to him while holding a sword. He was also flaming, and when he was about to strike Zikan, the Vajra rock blocked the sword to save him. Yanfeng smiled and was ready to execute Zikan, but Zikan conceded defeat and surrendered. Even if he conceded, Yanfeng still attacked him and a big explosion happened. Zikan suddenly ran away and was asking to open the exit. Yixuan commented that if not for Zikan's lifebound beast covering him, he would have died in Yanfeng's attack. He opened the exit since the king was asking him. At this point, Tianming was furious and confused why his father Lai Yanfeng suddenly became powerful. As per Yanfeng, he achieved the peak of unity 5 years ago, but he came from a lowly background with no support, and he has no heavenly will techniques. He said that God has forsaken him for 5 years just because he has no backing. He never wasted a single second of 5 years. Even without the techniques, he tried to develop his own heavenly will, and today, he proudly declared that he's here to execute every single person who still looks down on him because of his background. Tiansong entered the heavenly pattern and instantly rushed to him. They are fighting using their swords. The Lightning Manor patriarch then screamed to say that their manor respects those who climbed from humble beginnings. And if Yangfeng can bring Tiansong's head to him, he promised that Yangfeng can be the second in charge within their manor once he will retire. Other than my son and I, you will be the one with the most power. He added. Yangfeng thanked him for his recognition and he was now ready to cut down Wai Tiansong's head and give it to him. He attacked Tiansong and even their lifebound beasts were fighting each other. The crowd witnessed how Lai Yanfeng became more powerful just now. One man concludes that Yanfeng became like this because of how Tianqing looked down on him back then and still holding on to that hatred until now. Since Mu Yang also saw that Tiansong would be defeated, he ordered Tiansong to concede as he was willing to take over. He doesn't want Tiansong to be hurt so much, which makes his master feel sad again. At this moment, Tiansong is already wounded and he believes that if he tries to force things in this battle, only Wei Jing will be the only one who will send off their father in the future. That's why he followed what Mu Yang ordered. He surrendered. Wei Jing, do you see this? Your Wei family is nothing special. All this time, I've never had the chance to announce it. However, I want to clear up something since I have the chance today. Some believe I've let down that mother and son. However, today, I want to tell everyone, I owe Wei Jing nothing. Lai Yanfeng declared. He confidently told in front of everyone that Lai Tianming is not his son. According to him, Wei Jing found him when she was 3 months pregnant and both of them agreed to marry. After Wei Jing gave birth to Tianming, she suffered from a disease, so they truly never became husband and wife. The crowd was making fun to think that Yanfeng got a free son from Wei Jing. They become interested with what Yanfeng said, so they're all waiting for another word from Yanfeng. Instead of being sad, Tianming was glad that Yanfeng was not his father. He now understands why Yanfeng chose to help Qianyang rather than him. Now, he won't feel burdened in his heart when dealing with Yanfeng. On the other hand, he was also confused about the real identity of his father. 1 daughter pregnant out of wedlock and 2 incompetent delusional trash. Why Tianqing, how could you look down on me with such a kid? Now, I'll kill your favorite disciple. Yanfeng uttered and Tianqing stared at him angrily. Silence. You willingly married Jinger in hopes of latching onto Wei Manor. And look at what you're doing now. Don't you feel embarrassed? Mu Yang answered. He was about to fight against Yanfeng, but Sage Chen came and was willing to fight on behalf of the Wei clan. Sage Chen ordered Wei Jing to announce that both of them were relatives so that he can freely help Wei Manor. Wei Jing then accepted it. For the sake of the Wei family, she has long cared nothing of worldly fame. They go in the middle and worship. Sage Chen's wife almost passed out because of what they are doing. At this point, Wei Jing and Sage Chen announced that they are now husband and wife, causing the Wei clan to be dumbfounded. Yixu wanted to stop Wei Jing and Sage Chen, but Yixuan was having fun with this setup. Sage Chen then entered into the heavenly pattern and Yanfeng immediately challenged him that surrendering in their fight is not allowed. Sure, I don't like executing people, but today I'll make an exception for you, Sage Chen answered. Yanfeng then rushed to Sage Chen, and in his mind, killing and surpassing Sage Chen was worth more than killing Wei Tiansong. He was excited to make a name by executing Sage Chen. Sage Chen is just waiting for him. He summoned his octo-starred Imperial Lion and it instantly attacked Yanfeng's life-bound beast. Yanfeng and Sage Chen also fought using swords, and Yanfeng was annoyed because Sage Chen always countered all his moves. From what he noticed, Sage Chen didn't use a single move while he used up all his moves, which is already a big difference from them. Defeating Wei Tiansong made you think that you're matchless in the Vermilion Bird. With that hellish downfall sword art, do you intend to challenge Mu Yang? Watch closely Lai Yangfeng and witness what a real heavenly ranked battle art is. You think you're the only person in the world who worked hard for 5 years, Sage Chen stated. And his dragon blows a star river annihilation that creates a powerful lightning, and the lion becomes so big that it makes the heavenly pattern formation broken. It's so powerful that even Tianming covered his ear. But then, Mu Yang was not surprised, as he was used to seeing Sage Chen become stronger and stronger. The vice inspectors on the other side were annoyed as they didn't expect that Sage Chen is so strong. Yixuan even thought that Sage Chen was just a small character who was clamoring for attention. Because of the annihilation that the lion blew, Yanfeng spit some blood and he was full of wounds. Sage Chen has pierced 4 of his 7 spiritual sources, and now Yanfeng has lost most of his power. Sage Chen can certainly take his life, as this is a death match. However, on account of giving Wei Jing a home for how many years, Sage Chen chose to give some mercy to him. Sage Chen admitted that Lai Yanfeng is indeed strong. But according to him, Yanfeng doesn't have the heart of an expert and only has hatred. He ordered Yanfeng to go back to his place and get lost in Ignispolis. You and I have a huge difference in strength. Today, I accept my defeat with conviction, Yanfeng answered. His wife Lui King was about to go and will assist him, but the Lightning Manor Patriarch stopped the lady, and he even screamed that Lai Yanfeng is a useless man. Yanfeng will have no use to the Lightning Manor now, and he was ordered to stay away from his wife Lui King and not to show his face ever again. Lui King cannot accept the decision of the Patriarch, while his brother Qianyang was still glad, since Yanfeng had a lot of benefits to their manor, so he was sure that the Lightning Seigneur and Marshal will reward them greatly. Upon hearing what the Patriarch said, Lai Yanfeng was furious, as he didn't expect this to happen. He clenched his fist and he suddenly laughed so loud. He walks away while his head is down. Tianming is staring at him and he doesn't feel any pity as he remembers how Yanfeng treated them. The vice potentate instructed them to continue the duel, and Sage Chen instructed the remaining people from the Lightning Manor not to come down as he will leave them to Mu Yang. But he challenged the 2 remaining men from the Yuling clan. The 2 men then went into the heavenly pattern and were very confident that they would defeat Sage Chen since the battle was 1-2. Without wasting more time, they immediately attacked each other together with their life-bound beasts. Ying Huo came out and saw how Sage Chen defeated 2 men in just one snap. Who are those 2 comedians? Ying Huo asked. Sage Chen comes out from the heavenly pattern and will let Mu Yang do the rest. Mu Yang then summoned his ink kiln and he confidently declared that he is now ready to fight. He said that he doesn't want to fight for too long, so he also challenged the 3 remaining participants from the Lightning Manor. The 3 men were shocked and they even think that Mu Yang challenging them there is no different from suicide. Since none of them went to the heavenly pattern, their patriarch shouted at them and ordered them to move. They then rushed to Mu Yang together with a woodland thunderwasp, tempest high wolf, and Vajra armed ape. Before they attacked, they kept underestimating Mu Yang and they even thought that they could execute Mu Yang in this battle. Mu Yang is just so calm riding on his life-bound beast without any words, and they all then attack each other. As Ying Huo noticed, the 3 men were strong, so he concluded that Mu Yang was at a disadvantage. But then, Tianming was very confident in Mu Yang. He believes that Mu Yang's aim is clearly not just to win. According to him, these 3 men are the main members in the middle-aged generation of the Lightning Manor, and that Mu Yang wanted to end them today. He was thinking that if Mu Yang fights a normal battle, then at least one of his opponents will surrender and escape to death. He concludes that Mu Yang doesn't want to miss this opportunity to kill these men. Mu Yang is the ink kiln with dual attributes. He casts his demise of man, soul extinction, and the 3 men fall to the ground. He cast another skill, but this time, it's the demise of Earth, the Earthquaker. A flame then appears that creates a line going to his enemy. At this time, the Lightning Manor Patriarch realized that they had fallen into Mu Yang's scheme. He screamed, ordering his 3 sons to concede defeat. But he was too late since Mu Yang is casting Heavenly Judgment, the demise of heaven, divine fury that creates a giant flame. Both of these 3 men were slashed into halves when Mu Yang attacked them with his flaming sword. Tianming was amazed as he witnessed how powerful the original fury was. The Lightning Manor Patriarch was emotional as he witnessed how his sons were being killed by Mu Yang. In my whole life, I was never one to pick a battle with those who meant me no harm. But if people insist on making me suffer to hurt those that I love and treasure, they will pay the price in blood. Mu Yang uttered. He acknowledges Tianking for making his whole life possible. Tianking taught him everything that he knew, even passing him the position of the sanctum potentate over his own sons. Therefore, if the Lightning Manor wishes to eradicate the Y clan, he's willing to execute every last soul of the Lightning Manor. The Lightning Manor Patriarch vomits blood and he is sad that his son is no longer alive. The vice inspectors already expected that the Lightning Manor will be defeated against Mu Yang, but they never thought that the battle would end like this. That guy is even qualified to join Heaven's Elysium as vice inspector. We better not mess with him, or he will ruin the competition, Yixuan said. As per Yixu, will most likely give up on Lin Xiaoding. She said that the Lightning Manor no longer has any value, so there's no need to look after them now. Xiaoding suddenly appeared and he was worried that his father died and his grandfather passed out. He was mad and he swore that he will murder every last person that Mu Yang know and torture him until he longed for death. Lin Xiaoding, you said you will torture my Uncle Yang until he wishes to die. Tell me, how about you? Don't you wish that you still had a certain something? That's right, I'm talking about the gelding blight that made your manhood shrivel and rot away. How does it feel to become something that is neither male nor female? Is it cool to be a eunuch? Eunuch Lin, Tianming said to tease Xiaoding. Everyone in the crowd laughed so hard because of what Tianming said, and Xiaoding grits his teeth because of anger. Tianming then told him that Qingqing is still watching him from under the tree. Pull yourself together and tell everyone here. Tell them about how you stole my Saint Beast War soul, murdered my life-bound beast, and then pushed all the blame to me 3 years ago. Tianming stated. The whole stadium went silent, and suddenly a lot of discussion and commotion from the crowd. Stop spouting nonsense. Do you have any evidence? Lie Tianming. Do you dare face me tomorrow in front of everyone in a death match? Xiaoding answered. He declared that only one person shall walk out of the heavenly pattern formation alive. Tianming then confidently accepted his challenge. He has longed for this day and tomorrow is the day that he will kill Xiaoding with his own hands. From the other point of view, Princess King and Fei Ling wanted to come out to go to the duel. But the guards don't want to let them leave is what the king ordered. They don't have a choice but to go back to their room. Jiang Feiling raised his finger as she unsealed another ability from her nails. She wanted to escape to help Tianming with his battle tomorrow. Her new ability is called a spatial wall. It can create an invisible wall, and can even hide people behind it. Since she's still not proficient with it, she asked Princess King to help her increase its proficiency. And once it will happen, they can use it to escape and attend the duel, and make sure to meet Tianming before his decisive battle. The sky is raining and Tianming and his mother finally come home. Since no other people were with them, Tianming seized the opportunity to ask about his real father's identity. Wei Jing really didn't know how to tell it to Tianming, and she had been bothered by it for too long. That year, she was about Tianming's age. She was fourth of the heavenly septuplets, while Mu Yang was first. During training once, she went to the eastern domain of the abyssal battlefield alone. The eastern domain also has a tall month phoenix. That time, she climbed to the top. And there, she met the real father of Tianming. And then, what happened? Sparks flew, and a flame was set ablaze between the two of you. Ying Huo suddenly said. Tianming punched him as he was annoyed that Ying Huo interrupted his mother's story. Wei Jing continued her story. According to her, sometimes the man she met on the mountain was just a blurry shadow. He couldn't be seen and touched. But other times, he was a real person who can be touched. Wei Jing found it really interesting, so she began having a conversation with him. The man said that he was going through the most painful time of his life. He was trapped in the position and was at risk of dying any moment. He said it was really boring in the cave, so he asked Wei Jing to talk to him. Wei Jing had an outgoing personality, so she started talking about herself. Wei Jing said that the man was really a funny person to talk to. He tells a lot of jokes and would say that he was the most extraordinary person in the world. He was such a boaster. It kind of reminds Wei Jing of how Tianming is right now. He talks about many mystical things, making Wei Jing believe that he came from a very far world. He said that mortal beastmasters can become saints and extend their life to live for thousands and millions of years. And those who overcome the 12 life-death tribulations become gods. They'll become immortals who can look down on life for eternity. He also said that Wei Jing looked like a fairy. In all of his years living through the constant edge of both life and death, he rarely met people like Wei Jing, naive, pure, and unconstrained. Wei Jing was thrilled, saying all of this is making her feel shy. Tianming was also excited while listening to his mother. After around 20 days that the man and Wei Jing are seeing each other, Wei Jing realized that the man was very mysterious, intelligent, and interesting. She started liking him, but she wasn't expecting anything to happen. Since their worlds are far apart to the point, she wondered if he was just a part of her dream. But one day, the man was extremely upset and angry. He said that his location had been exposed. His enemies have discovered his location. He's not willing to just allow them to take everything away from him. But there's literally nowhere he can hide. When he painfully told this to Wei Jing thought he was just joking so he could scare Wei Jing. So then, Wei Jing asked him what he was hiding and that Wei Jing would safeguard it for him and make sure that no one will ever find out. He said that the only way was through passing it down his bloodline. That's why they make love. And after that, he said he would lure those people away. And Wei Jing never saw him again. Tianming feels that his mother's story is fake while Ying Huo stated that their mother has been scammed. But Wei Jing was confident in this man since the man never lied to her. You have the thing he wanted to protect. Or else, where do you think those 10 eggs in your life-bound space came from? Wei Jing said. Upon hearing it, Tianming was shocked that his mother knew about the 10 eggs in his life-bound beast. He now realized why his mother was not surprised at his strength. As per Wei Jing, she tried to hide it since no one wants to believe her. Somehow, Lai Yanfeng found out about her pregnancy, and for Tianming, she accepted Yanfeng's proposal. Before the man left, he told Wei Jing to wait for 3 months for him. He said that if he doesn't return, it means he is dead. Wei Jing waited 3 months for him, but he never appeared. She couldn't hide her pregnancy anymore either. She doesn't know if the man died since his existence is beyond their knowledge. But if Tianming will encounter him one day, Wei Jing is very sure that Tianming will realize him right away. She was confident to say this because the man also has a black arm just like Tianming. Tianming now realized that his arm is from his father's genes. Wei Jing also told him that he doesn't need to change his name because his father's surname is also Lai, and his complete name is Lai Mayang. Tianming was excited as he thought that it was Mu Yang, but then his mother said that it was just a coincidence and has nothing to do with the vice potentate, Mu Yang. That name, what a coincidence, Tianming answered. He then informed his mother that he will be heading to the Flame Yellow Pagoda as he feels that his level will increase tonight. When he comes out, the rain is dripping just like the night 3 years ago when his first life-bound beast was murdered helplessly. Princess King and Zhang Feiling also came to the pagoda and they saw each other. When they went inside, Feiling informed Tianming that she has a new ability. Tianming was amazed by it as he knows that Feiling can not only block the opponent's long-ranged attack, but she can also remain invisible while doing so. Because of it, she invited Feiling to cultivate together so he can break through. Feiling agreed to him while Princess King was annoyed that she seemed like a third wheel for them. They started cultivating and there's someone who's observing them. It was an old lady together with a lady that is the same age as Tianming. The next day, it will be the last duel. People were expecting that Tianming would be defeated. But then, some also feel pity for Tianming because of how he was robbed by Xiaoding. Up until this day, it was still raining so hard but there are still a lot of people to witness who will win. The vice inspectors then announced that the battle would begin. Tianming's eyes are flaming. The day he was waiting for has now arrived. Yesterday, he successfully leveled up to an 8-level spirit source. Today's fight won't be as exciting for him. The one who takes the lead is Yu Lingji. She was riding her life-bound beast and was very confident to fight against Tianming. Lie Tianming, there are no grudges between us, and I don't wish to be the main character today either. I won't kill you easily, but I'll let you realize that the difference between us is something you can never erase in your entire life. You'll definitely lose your life today. On the day of your death, I'll definitely let you experience the true power of Heaven's Elysium's disciple. This is the greatest gift in your life, Yu Lingji, giving you. Yu Lingji uttered. You're done talking, right? Then I'll begin now. Tianming answered. He then summoned Ying Huo and Miao Miao. At this time, Miao Miao is very determined to fight and help Tianming win this match. Tianming then ordered them both to fight against Yu Lingji and her life-bound beast since he believes that Yu Lingji isn't worth fighting. I'm not worth fighting. Are you mentally retarded or something? Yu Lingji answered. Let's talk about it if you can first defeat my 2 little brothers, Tianming said. Yu Lingji was annoyed and immediately rushed to Tianming, but the one who faced her was the cat and chicken of Tianming. She slashed Ying Huo, but Ying Huo activated his purgatory shield to block her attack. Ying Huo also uses his demise of man and ghost blades, causing Yu Lingji annoyed as she never thought that the chicken has sword tactics. When Ying Huo attacked her using the demise of man, soul extinction, it was so strong causing her to flew away and slam on the ground. The cat is surrounded by purple lightning strike and he becomes a giant life-bound beast as he activates his Genesis Chaos Thunder Fiend. He then rushed to the Blizzard Dragon and attacked it without hesitation. Yu Lingji feels worried for her life-bound beast upon seeing that it was electrocuted by Miao Miao. She was so clueless as to why her opponent was too strong. She's already in the Unity realm and she doesn't want to lose against the companion beasts of the spiritual source realm. She cast a powerful skill and is willing to end Ying Huo's life. Ying Huo on the other hand doesn't feel scared as he was confident in his ability. When Yu Ling attacked him, he used the sword art that Mu Yang taught them. The crowd also witnessed it and they saw how Yu Lingji became so weak because of a little chicken. Yu Lingji is already spitting blood and is kneeling on the ground. Tianming went in front of her to ask her if she still wanted to fight. Your 8-star beast doesn't seem so scary after all. Your pathetic state at the Unity stage has ruined my expectation for it. Does Heaven's Elysium really accept trash like you? Tianming uttered. Yu Lingji at this point cannot hold back the pain anymore. She took back everything she said and she asked for mercy from Tianming. I've lost. I concede. Lie Tianming. I admit defeat. Yu Lingji stated while she was vomiting blood and she was crying so badly. The audience is in an uproar. They cannot believe that a person they underestimate has defeated Yu Lingji. All they thought was that Tianming was just pretending to be strong. Lin Xiaoding with his father, the lightning manor potentate, was staring at Tianming and already furious. Tianking was also impressed by how his grandson managed to become stronger in a short period of time. Wei Jing on the other hand was emotional to see that his son changed a lot. This kid is far stronger than before, Princess King said, and Feiling was proudly looking at Tianming. As per the vice inspectors, nothing went according to their plan since their side was almost defeated. When Tianming saw Xiaoding, he immediately ordered Xiaoding to come down and fight each other. Your melodramatic revenge plot has sincerely touched me, Xiaoding said, and he went inside the heavenly pattern formation while reminding Tianming that their battle is a life and death duel. The fight won't end unless one side dies. The heavy rain today is the same as it was 3 years ago. For 3 years, Tianming has been waiting for this. These past 3 years, he hasn't forgotten how Jinyu was tortured to death. Now, he wanted to repay that pain twofold. Lin Xiaoding, today is your death day, he stated. Don't think you're invincible just because you defeated Yu Lingji. "You are way too weak," Xiaoding answered and dashed towards Tianming. Tianming wanted to execute Xiaoding with his own hands, so he instructed his two life-bound beasts not to interfere and just stand by. The crowd was shocked that Tianming sent back his companion beast. The fight is 1 versus 3 since Xiaoding summoned his scarlet terrestrial beast and four-eyed divine lightning eagle. Tianming was holding a sword and ready himself to attack. He cast the demise of man, spectral dance, and slashed his opponents one by one at a fast speed. Xiaoding was already wounded and he was kneeling on the ground. Xiaoding, this is just the beginning. Come, let's continue," Tianming uttered. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Till next time.